What's up, dogs, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm gonna be telling you the story on how I met my best friend and how we went from these kids living in a small city to moving to LA chasing our dreams. It's a really crazy story. I hope you're ready for the ride. But I do want to say before this video starts, it is currently 2:22 a.m. and I'm here filming this video for y'all. So if you're not already, hit that subscribe button for the dedication, man. And we have a ton of awesome videos and story times like this, so make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Anyways, with that being said, let's get right into the story time. So there's this kid named Gavin Mayo. And believe it or not, he's actually watching this video and editing this video right this second. Yes, he is the editor of ThePound and someone that I'm glad to call my friend, Mr. Gavin Mayo himself. Wow, what a cutie. Now, me and Gavin met in elementary school. I was a kid who moved around a lot during my lifetime. Literally, by the time I was 6 years old, I've already moved like 4 or 5 times. And when I turned 7, I moved for another time. I moved from North Carolina all the way to a small city in southern Washington. And that is where I met the man, the myth, the legend himself, Gavin Mayo. I went to the school called Lakeshore Elementary School. Shout out Lakeshore. Young and going into the late first grade, early second grade, and I just wanted to make some friends. And so a lot of the ways that I made friends was through my magic. I would do magic for people. I was just a chubby little kid with a smile on his face. I would do a lot of magic for people. I mean, that's just how it would be sometimes, you know? And so my parents really decided to settle down in this Washington area, and we ended up living there for a minute. First grade turned to second grade, turned to third grade, turned to fourth grade. At this point, I basically knew everybody in Lakeshore, and me and Gavin knew of each other, but we finally had a class together in the 4th grade. And that's when we really started to become friends. But there's this one particular story that we really resonate with and just we talk about a lot. And it kind of summarizes our dynamic in the 4th grade and how we really became friends going forward. And it all started in music class, actually. In music class, we all had to learn the recorder, which looked something like this. Does anybody actually play this instrument professionally? They made us all learn this, recording device or whatever the frick it's called. We had to learn this, and there was one moment where Gavin accidentally threw his recorder and it hit me right on the head. Gavin, insert a recorder hitting my head right now. Damn, yeah, good editing, Gavin. And Gavin always said that once he hit me in the head with the recorder, I said this one quote from Stereo Hard by Gym Class Heroes, and it goes like this: appreciate every mixtape your friends make. You never know when we come and go like the interstate. I don't know why I was quoting this in the 4th grade, what the heck, Sean? But apparently I said that to him and I said, bro, don't worry about it. You hit me in the head with the recorder, but it's cool. Because friends come and go on the interstate, man. I feel like that kind of epitomizes our whole dynamic. And since then, we became friends. We became really good friends. I would actually come over to his house every once in a while. And this was during a time where I was not allowed to go hang out with people. My parents were quite strict, so I couldn't hang out with a lot of people. But I would come over to his house and we would just record videos. That's literally all that we did. He actually was the one who showed me my very first music video. Not gonna lie, it was probably the first time I realized that I really liked girls, if you know what I'm saying. He showed me a Britney Spears Toxic music video. I was like, dang. And yeah, Gavin was kind of this really out there, not, I wouldn't say that he wasn't innocent, but he was definitely more mature than most kids his age and knew about more things. And I was just this innocent little kid with a smile on his face. And I would come over and, we'd just hang out for a little bit. We'd film videos. I remember we used to do bits and stuff, almost like vlogs. I remember specifically there was this one video where I was on a slide and we were just messing around, and this plastic slide that looked like this fell on top of me. And it was really funny to us. We even showed some of our friends and they thought it was hilarious. And that was kind of our first little bit or whatever. We made videos all the time, and I just remember that was kind of my first experience of doing YouTube. I even acted in one of his little movies and whatnot. We went down the creek and we filmed a little movie or whatnot, and it was one of my first friends to show me the world of video. Because at that point I had a YouTube channel. I was doing video at home, but no one else around me was. So it was really cool to have a friend like that. This is actually a photo of me and Gavin during that time. Yeah, we're cute. But then tragedy hit. I had to move. I moved back to North Carolina, and it sucked. I remember the day that I had to say goodbye to Gavin, and I don't think I've ever seen Gavin cry at that point because, he just don't be crying, you know what I'm saying? This was during the time where Google Plus had hangout features and whatnot, and that's how we would, figure out times to try to call each other. Honestly, I was so used to moving that I never thought I'd ever see him again. I was just oh, just another chapter in my life. Eventually, we went from North Carolina and then we moved down to Florida. And during that time, I auditioned for America's Got Talent. I was starting to become really ambitious and tried to take my magic to the next level and started auditioning. And I would occasionally text Gavin updates about my life. And that was one of the updates. Hey, bro, I just auditioned for AGT and the producers love me. But we really had minimal contact. We didn't really text that much. Occasionally I would shoot him a text here and there, but we didn't really talk. But then one random day, my parents decided, hey, let's just move back to Washington, man. We're not finding any happiness here in North Carolina, not finding any happiness here in Florida. And you know, my dad was probably gonna quit his job anyways, so he didn't need to stay in Florida. So let's just move back to Washington, because it seems like everybody had a fun time in Washington, and we lived there the longest, so that's what we did. Randomly, we just moved back to Washington in the middle of the school year, 8th grade, and Gavin had no idea. I didn't even tell him. I literally did not tell him we were moving back. And that's when I enrolled into the middle school that we were all planning to go originally. And so I was like, okay, there's maybe some odds I might see Gavin. We moved down, you know, it was a whole driving across from Florida all the way to Washington. I get ready for my first day of school, and I just look around. And as soon as I walk into the first day of school, I start seeing familiar faces, you know, people that I saw in my elementary school. I was like, oh my God. And people started realizing, oh, that's Sean, the dude who does magic. Oh my God, hi Sean, hi Sean, hi. But I was just waiting. I was like, does Gavin go to this school, bro? Does he? And then I literally just randomly see this long-haired kid walk down in 8th grade, and it was Gavin Mayo. I just remember he came out, he ran out, he hugged me, he was like, oh my God. I was like, yeah, I didn't tell you, but I moved back. And it was kind of a surreal moment. I know he was pretty shocked, and it was kind of crazy because it's like, bro, we like have not talked to each other in so long. Like some things have happened since the 4th grade. We're now in the 8th grade and whatnot. And then starting that year, we started a YouTube channel called Mayo Magic Productions, which is still a YouTube channel to this day that you can search up. Mayo Magic was so cool, man. We would just go around to the students and we just show them magic tricks. I mean, here's a clip of one of those, like literally just me doing magic to one of our homies. And he would just film it, you know, and ask people if they want to see magic trick, and I would just do magic, and we just compile the videos, and we started this little YouTube channel. And we started to mess around more with, you know, the YouTube channels and whatnot. We even went to go see Roman Atwood and FouseyTube live in person, and we really started to reconnect again, you know? It was just like, dang, man. Because at this point, there was not a lot of people doing YouTube or social media or whatnot. As we continued to move into high school and freshman year, we just kept doing our thing. I mean, me and Gavin didn't really have similar classes or whatnot, but we hung out outside of school whenever I could. My parents were kind of strict, so they didn't really let me. Mayo Magic kind of died down as a thing, but like I continued to pursue it. Freshman year, I came up with this idea of making Sean Does Magic, which is what y'all see me in my main channels and other stuff. And Gavin would continue to help me. I mean, he would film videos. He literally became a big staple of, like, you know, if I ever needed help with a video or whatever, he would just help me with a lot of it. During freshman year, I ended up connecting with Aiden and McCall and Josh and Nate, and we continued to build it up. I mean, you can literally just see, here's a video with me and Gavin, here's a video with me and Aiden, here's a video with me and McCall, and we started to really build this friendship. And like said in previous videos, eventually this friendship came together so close last summer to the point where we want to start a creator house, and here we are today. I want to show y'all something real quick. This is a present that McCall got us, but just all of us like that, all with passion of creating videos. And so yeah, man, this is a story that I wanted to share with y'all because, you know, I think about it a lot. Like, odds of us coming together the way that we did, the odds of me reconnecting with Gavin and whatnot are just so slim, and it's just crazy how the people around you impacted your life. Like, if I never became friends with Gavin, would have I continued to pursue it? Would I think that making videos was weird because, you know, no one else in my life wanted to make videos? If I didn't have people around me like Gavin, where would I be today? And so I just want to use this to, you know, show a little appreciation to the man himself and remind y'all to appreciate your friends because they do a lot for you. And yeah, so that's the story on how me and my best friend went from just some kids in the city making videos to moving to LA to pursue social media. If you did enjoy that, make sure you smash that like button down below. If you haven't already, make sure you also hit that subscribe button. We're gonna be making some shifts and changes to this YouTube channel, and I hope y'all are excited because we really want to do a second wave of just domination on this, you know, app or platform or whatever. We got big things coming, and I know when I say that, bro, you know, how much weight does that really hold? But I really do mean that. We got big things coming for ThePound, big things coming for all of us, and I hope y'all are ready. I love y'all, I appreciate y'all. Don't forget to check in on your friends and tell them that you appreciate them. I love y'all, I appreciate y'all. I'll catch y'all in the next one, dogs.